In this video, I gathered 3 of the most popular movies as of right now and recreated each poster in Gorilla Tag. And at the very end of the video, I sent these posters to Gorilla Tag movie makers and had them rate it from a scale of 1 to 10 to see if I had what it takes to become a Gorilla Tag director. Without further ado, enjoy the video. You would know that a Minecraft movie is probably one of the most popular movies as of right now. With all the different memes, I am Steve. Flint and Steve. Chicken jockey. Okay, I'm sorry. But this right here is the poster that I'm trying to recreate. So let's go ahead and get those pictures. Now that I got all the pictures, let's go ahead and put it all on my computer and start working on the poster. Okay, so since we got all our pictures, now I can just go ahead and plop them in like this. I already did the posing and I honestly think it looks pretty good so far, just with how it is, kind of looking similar to the actual poster. But now, as you can see on the poster, there's like a little grass, so I'm gonna go ahead and add that. We size it up a bit, drag it down. Honestly, that doesn't look too bad like that. But with how the hands are, it kind of looks like they're just standing on top of it and doesn't look like their hands are actually in the grass. And I know how we can fix that. If we actually zoom in, grab this color right here, go right in front of it and do light strokes, we can make it look like they're actually in the grass. Then all we gotta do is give it a little bit of a motion blur, and now it looks like they're actually in the grass. Next step is the background, and I actually chose a background from the Minecraft movie. It looks like it fit it, and it kind of looks similar to that actual original one. So I went out of my way to find some of the bee cosmetics in Gorilla Tag and came up with this. I think it looks really good, but one thing I will add is a little bit of drop shadow. Now, of course, it's missing a few minor details. Get it? Minor, like Minecraft. And one massive thing that it's missing is the title. So with a little bit of help and magic, aka a Minecraft font generator, we get this, a Gorilla Craft movie. And finally, what's Steve without his pickaxe? So we gotta give Steve, aka me, I'm sorry, I'm actually sorry. So I actually already removed the background of the pickaxe, but now we gotta make it look like it's actually, make it a little bigger, size it up to that, and honestly, that looks pretty good. You may be thinking, no, that doesn't. Well, now we gotta make it look like it actually goes behind him. So let's grab the eraser tool, zoom in, and erase where the fingers are so it looks like he's holding onto it. Then go right here and cut off the parts where it's at my head. Then we have to make it where it looks like it's actually going behind his head, behind the ear, and behind Jason Momoa. Now I'm going to lower down the exposure just so it looks a little real. And that is a Gorilla Craft movie tweet. Okay, so I just finished the Minecraft movie poster, and honestly, it turned out pretty good. Here's a comparison of each two, the real one and my drawing. Now let's go ahead and head on to the next movie poster, which is Captain America: A Brave New World. But the posters and art for this movie looks amazing. So now let's go ahead and get the shots. Now that I got all the pictures, let's get to work. Okay, so let's first start off with Captain America, aka me, you know, because like I'm a superhero and all that. We're gonna remove the background. Then what we're gonna do, we're gonna move me down here, make me kind of big, tilt me, keep increasing me, do something like that for me. Move me over just a tad bit more. Then we go ahead and throw in the PNG of Captain America's shield. Tilt this just a tad bit more. Looks pretty good to me. Now right above it, of course, is Red Hulk's arm. Move the background, edit this one. It's pounding onto his shield, make it a tad bit bigger. Now we're gonna work on making our monkeys look a little bit more better. Turn the saturation a little bit up. Same with this. Now let's add a little bit of shading. I'm gonna actually remove the name just so it looks a lot more cleaner. Then we add the font. Then of course right underneath it we add the Brave New World. Add right above it the Marvel Studios logo, but with a little switch to it. Replace Marvel with Gary. Now we need to add the background, which looks a tad bit like this. Make the exposure just a little bit up. And finally, can't forget about the sparks. And I think that is complete. That is that movie poster complete, and honestly, it's not too bad. But now let's head to the final movie poster, which is Wicked. Now, this movie was not too great, but I think it has a pretty cool movie poster, and the art is just really cool. So let's go ahead and get those pictures. Okay, so now that we got all the pictures, now it's time to start working on it. First picture up is actually me, or the fairy girl. Yeah, I'm gonna get flamed in the comments. I actually did the wrong direction, so I have to flip it. But first, let's remove this background and this little part right here and pose me more upwards. Okay, so that positioning looks pretty good. Now it's time to add the witch. Remove this background. Again, I got the wrong direction, so I'm gonna have to flip it again. Position the witch, make it a tad bit bigger. So we gotta make it somehow where it looks like their hands are actually about to touch. That works. Now, actually in the background, What I did was take a picture of forest. I'll size this up just a tad bit. Now what I'm going to do, I'm gonna cut about around straight down the middle, honestly. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this hue more of a pinkish, and then right back here, I'm gonna give it more of a greenish, something a little like that. Then increase the exposure of my monkey and the saturation. Then I'll do the same thing with over here. Now I'm gonna do my best to try and hide the names. Then we'll work on shading. Then we'll add the nice little logo. Honestly, I think that's done. It's not amazing, but you know, it gets the job done. Okay, Sourberry, I'm about to send you 3 movie posters remade into Gorilla Tag.
Oh, okay.
So our first poster that I'm sending is Gorilla Crap.
Ooh, pretty creative. I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay, hey, that's good. Okay, Shade, so for our first movie poster, it is a Gorilla Craft.
This is nice, yeah.
Yep.
For now, this is crazy. You could add the text as a 3D mesh. You could add some more detail to the shading.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate that?
I'd rate that 8.5.
Okay.
The concept is great, and yeah, it's fine.
Gotcha. All right, I'll take that. It is Gorilla Tag: A Brave New World.
Wait, okay, this one's actually fire. I'm not even joking. No, it's pretty creative, especially with like the Gary thing, and then I'm gonna say a 9, like easy 9.
Oh
That's,
my
like,
gosh.
really good.
Sourberry, I promise you I'm not paying Sourberry to say this. Okay, so for our next one, it is Gorilla Tag: A Brave New World.
Ooh, this is nice, yeah. I like the way you put Gary Studios.
Yeah.
I feel like you could have like a light sparking on the gorillas, like the red's hand and your face should have like a yellow light, like sort of. I'd recommend also shading the monkeys itself, because it kind of looks like just they're taking a picture in Gorilla Tag. Did you actually take a picture in Gorilla Tag, or was that by there?
That was those were pictures.
This is pretty nice. I'm giving this a 9.
Oh shoot. Okay, awesome. So this one's not great. We got Gorilla.
Holy moly. Compared to the other one, these don't even look like they're made by the same person.
Let me send you the reference and then you'll think it's better.
Oh yeah, I see. It's just
Well, okay, hold on. Let's look at the small details. Read what Wicked says in the middle, and then read what I put in the middle.
Wow, you changed one word.
Oh my
You
God.
changed. Okay, this one is like a 4.
So for our very last poster, it's not the best, but we have Gorilla.
This is nice. I like the way you put shading on the chest and the armpits, or whatever I call them. The text could use some work. Everyone deserves a chance to swing. You could make the map in Blender. I'm gonna give it like a 6.5.
Okay. Hey,
maybe.
I'll take a 6.5 out of 10.
In New York, I really riding my socks off. And I shoot that